Paimon's dizzy. Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. But it is, should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you we are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted. The discomfort I was... as she indicates. But inside a realm of consciousness. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon Hei's showdown with the Shogun...
The rules I set for the Shogun are, I would not try to change them.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just...
My form is a symbol of it inherits A's pain. The pain of the every action undertaken is for the determination, courage. Only rules shall remain Those were my thoughts when I create. Now, they are towering. You wish to make yourself... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Till your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Weak. Shine down! Pathetic. Weak. Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! The Kitsune Sakura blossom that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Absurd! Thunder! There is no escape! Your Inazuma is decided. Shines eternal! Be Thor! For the time lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated...
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
She was built to...
Then...
Maybe if I don't do this, is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and 500 years ago, here in the present, it is about time I understand that. I fight for... I vow to the... during my absence.
But this...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there. Or, help her win the... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen. Oh, but we also can't get in there. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly... Who knows if she really understands these conscious...
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled. What? Another bad one? No, let me try again. By the protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Is she playing dumb? She's too...
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about all I know is that
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like? Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too. First things first. Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? All right, well, Paimon's staying here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal? Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicion. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swapped. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, had I made all enemies of eternity. For your firm commitment, you bring honor to the time. Now these two... Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, having doomed, I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity! Shine down! This is... I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the... I know your power more than any... Yet, and whenever I think of this, I feel something. The blade that I inherited. I noticed it also. Just now, this power is beyond the limit. This blade belonged... It was at once... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop from this day forth. This body... I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its... a convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. But... everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for how I should have been the one to impart these ideas. Did you know? I had some sense. But I know that don't look down. It was with this. Here, take it. Before my last. But it is you who must take the most The
light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of Kon. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's eternity is
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with... Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precise... And yet, that sense of disorderliness...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well...
I know what you mean. Without the sacred Sakura...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's...
No.
But don't you...
The sacred Sakura is within...
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first, and obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came. Traveler, if I'm guessing. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply a step. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely. The flow of turbulence may...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. My first thought was, but it turned out you had come to rest. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you feeling?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your... After all, you saw my...
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. I have to say, she even factored my image. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to...
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma Makoto and you are
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely... After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead. I'm looking forward.